Nestle's Ever-Ready, the instant cocoa. Nestle's Quick for great chocolate milk. And Nestle's chocolate bars now present Space Patrol! High adventure in the wild, vast reaches of space. Missions of daring in the name of interplanetary justice. Travel into the future with Buzz Corey, Commander-in-Chief of the Space Patrol. In today's transcribed Space Patrol adventure, Buzz and Happy are on the planet Saturn, searching for agents from Dargeeda. Investigating an apparently deserted scrap metal yard, Happy glances up at a crane control tower.
The tower looks empty, Commander.
And the men we're after must be in the buildings at the other end of the yard. Come on.
Uh-oh. What's that?
The crane. Someone started the electromagnetic crane.
Commander, look. It's swinging right over our heads. The magnet with the scrap metal hanging from it.
Somebody is in that tower, Hap. If they cut the current, that metal will fall and crush us.
We'll return in just a moment with the thrilling story, The Conquest of Dargeeda.
Space Patrollers, this is Commander Corey. Let me ask you something. When Mom and Dad had their breakfast coffee this morning, did you have a good hot drink? You know, you need a real morning warm-up for all-day power. That's why you should always start the day the Space Patrol way with a big cup of Nestle's Instant Cocoa. It's just loaded with good hot nourishment for real energy. And Nestle's makes the greatest hot cocoa you've ever tasted. It's rich, it's smooth, it's delicious. It's really out of this universe. Wait till you see what fast fun it is to fix. And Nestle's Ever-Ready is so easy it just about makes itself. Now listen, here's all you do. Just put 1, 2, 3 teaspoons of Nestle's in your cup and add hot water. That's all. Now you're all ready to drink it and get your supply of morning pep. Nestle's Ever-Ready is the complete cocoa, too. You add nothing but water because whole milk and sugar are already in it. You ought to see the lineup around here when they sound the Nestle's call. Everybody goes for that delicious Nestle's chocolate flavor. That goes for me, too. Why don't you get the Space Patrol habit? Ask Mom to stock your galley with Nestle's and drink it regularly, the way we do, and you'll have power to spare. That's Nestle's Ever-Ready Cocoa in the bright red can.
And now, our Space Patrol adventure, The Conquest of Dargeeda. Shardu, who claims to be the rightful emperor of the remote planet Dargeeda, has sent spies to the solar system to recover a jeweled crown. Commander Corey realizes that the crown, in the possession of a tyrant like Shardu, could cause trouble and bloodshed on Dargeeda and in the United Planets as well. So far, Buzz has been able to outwit Shardu and his agents. In the city of Telgo on Dargeeda, Shardu blames his assistant Borvane for the failure of his recent attempt to destroy Buzz and Happy.
We had them both right here on Dargeeda, and you let them get away.
But Shardu.
The opportunity was priceless, and you bungled it. We could have forced Corey to tell us where he has hidden the crown, and we could have obtained weapons from the United Planets. Weapons that would ensure our victory over the League of the Green Serpent.
It's not all my fault, Shardu. You'll just let me explain.
I am not interested in excuses. I have another plan that will ensure my victory over my enemies. And it will not involve us in any more battles with this Commander Corey.
But Shardu, only Corey knows where the crown is hidden.
Listen, Bobby. This is my plan. In a few hours, agents of the League of the Green Serpent will land here on this planet. They will triumphantly announce that they have the crown of Dargeeda.
What are you saying?
They will inform their leader that they obtained it from my agents in the United Planets.
But that will put the League in power. They'll destroy us immediately.
Wait. The crown is not genuine. I have had my demonstrators construct a reasonably accurate copy of the real crown. And my agents on the planet Mars have allowed these League agents to take it away from them.
I don't see how we can benefit from this trick.
Picture what will happen. The League agents will arrive here on Dargeeda in triumph. The planet will go mad with joy. When the celebration is at its height, we will step in. We will proclaim the crown a fake. What is more, we will prove it. We will produce ancient documents and pictures. Why, we can prove that the very jewels in the crown are imitation.
Even so, I don't see
Think
how...
of the reaction that will set in. The people will turn against the lead of the Green Serpent. They will be outraged against the League for using fraud and deceit.
I see.
and they'll put us in power. You will be emperor.
Exactly. I will let myself be persuaded to rule Dargeeda.
Just one more thing, Shardu. Even if the League and its leaders are in disgrace, won't they still continue their fight against us?
I have also solved that problem. We need no weapons. I have worked out a method for one of my agents to steal United Planet's spaceship loaded with weapons and bring it to Dargeeda.
But if the ship is missing, Corey will suspect us.
Not this time. The ship will disappear as though it met with an accident. Corey will never know the truth.
Right now, Buzz and Happy have blasted off from Terra and are on their way to the planet Saturn, where agents of the League of the Green Serpent are believed to be operating. At this moment, the Terra 5 is approaching the orbit of Jupiter.
Well, Commander, in about 3 hours, we'll have put 2 or 3 more Dargeeda agents out of business.
If each one we capture can lead us to several others. Someday we'll get a couple of key men from each faction. We'll have the whole outfit, Chardu's and the League.
Yeah, it's sure strange, Commander. The cause of all this is a jeweled crown. A crown that's supposed to bring wisdom to the ruler who wears it.
Yes, and peace, prosperity, and justice to the people of Dargeeda.
Well, they sure won't get that kind of government from Shardu or the League. The people of Dargeeda are advanced. In some ways, they're smarter than we are. How can they fall for this goofy superstition about a crown?
Oh, don't be too quick to call it superstition. Remember, centuries ago we learned that what one country called superstition may be a scientific fact in another.
Yeah, but putting on a crown or a different kind of hat, well, that isn't going to make a man suddenly wise or good.
Too often it's had the opposite effect in our solar system, at least. But we know nothing about the crown, and very little about Dargeeda. The sensible thing to do is withhold judgment.
Code 97 urgent to all stations. Code 97.
Commander, it's a distress call.
Switch to the emergency frequency now. Menacori aboard Terra 5 responding to code 97. Come in.
Pilot Paxton Thorne to Commander Corey. I'm in a spacesuit free fall in Sector 7 of the Jupiter orbit.
Get a fix in the signal house. Yes, sir. Go ahead, Thorne. What happened?
I was aboard the Star Drive cargo ship J-18 with my co-pilot, Taff Deckard. We're about to go into Star Drive for Pluto. Something went wrong with our air supply.
Yes, go on.
Deckard got me into a spacesuit. I'm hazy about the rest. I remember an explosion. I was in free fall out in space in a suit.
What about Jeckers?
I don't know. I haven't been able to contact him. He lost his life taking care of me.
I'll notify Jupiter Space Patrol units to search Sector 7 for Jeckers. We'll pick you up, Thorne.
Thanks, Commander. I'm being pulled toward Jupiter. I can't tell what my velocity is, but it's probably increasing at a terrific rate.
I've got a fix on him, sir. He's about 50 degrees away on a 48-degree heading.
Keep your suit transmitter operating, Thorne. We've located you. We'll have you safely aboard in a few minutes.
And on the planet Dargeeda, Shardu is in a jubilant mood. He's even forgotten his recent outburst of anger at his assistant, Borvain.
My plan is working already, Borvain. We now have weapons at our disposal. Powerful weapons from the United Planet.
So soon? Are they here on Telga?
We couldn't land the United Planet ship here in the city without exciting suspicion. But the weapons will be brought here to my headquarters in surface trucks.
And the United Planets won't miss the ship?
No. After Jeckers sabotaged the air supply, he took the pilot in a spacesuit and pushed him out into space. Then he tossed out a space torpedo. The pilot obviously will report that the ship exploded.
And the ship and Jeckers will be listed as destroyed in space. Wonderful.
Listen. The people of the city celebrating.
Then the League agents must have arrived at the fake crown.
Yes. And the crowds are carrying them through the streets in triumph.
I don't like it, Sheldon. Once the League leaders are accepted, it might not be so easy to get them out.
Nonsense. Let the crowd cheer. When we expose the crown as a fake, those cheers will turn to angry roars. They'll want revenge against the League.
I hope you're right.
Of course I'm right. The people will demand that I rule Dargeeda. And if the League tries to stop me, I will declare them traitors and destroy them with our new weapons.
In Saturn City, not far from the spaceport, is a junkyard, enclosed by a high fence. Cautiously, Buzz and Happy enter through a small door at the rear of the yard and make their way around the heaps of scrap metal.
The place seems deserted, sir. Maybe the League agents were tipped off.
This junkyard is just a front. There wouldn't be much regular activity going on. Hey, see that low building at the other end of the yard?
Yes, sir.
That's the office. Somebody will be in there. We'll try to take them by surprise.
With all these piles of scrap metal to hide behind, that ought to be easy.
tower in the middle of the yard. Control tower for that big magnetic plane. Never exactly what that seriousness thing over there.
It looks empty to me, sir.
I thought so.
I wonder if those Jupiter patrol units have found any trace of Jeckers yet.
I don't think they will. The cargo ship he informed they're on was loaded with weapons and explosives.
Jeckers didn't have a chance.
Save your sympathy, Hal.
What do you mean, sir?
Thorne said Jeckers got him into a spacesuit. I had that suit checked for fingerprints, particularly on the hand of the faceplate.
Uh-huh.
We found yours, naturally, because you helped Thorne out of his secret. On the faceplate, we found other marks, made by human fingers. But there were no prints, no recognizable patterns, just a smash.
Uh-oh. Then Jeckers must be from Dargeeda. Uh-oh. What's that?
The plane. Someone started the electromagnetic plane.
Hey, Commander, look. It's swinging right over our heads. The magnet with the scrap metal hanging from it.
Somebody is in that tower, huh?
Hey, we'd better get out of here quick.
Stop right where you are. Stop or I'll drop this metal on you.
Where's that voice coming from?
I am up in the crane tower, and I can see every move you make. A directional microphone is picking up your voice. Where is the crown of Dargeeda?
We don't know. That's the truth.
Listen, Commander. 10 tons of scrap metal are suspended right over your head. If I cut off the current in the magnet, the metal will fall and crush you. Now, once more, where is the crown of Dargeeda?
We'll return to Space Patrol in just a moment.
I got a secret. I got a secret.
Well, hi, Issa. Gee, I like secrets. You want to tell me yours?
I'll give you a hint. It's about Nestle's Ever-Ready Cocoa.
About Nestle's cocoa, huh? Well, let me see. Could it be a secret about why it's so delicious? You know, Nestle's cocoa has an exclusive, rich, true chocolate flavor.
Shucks, Captain Two-Cell. Everybody knows that.
Oh, sure. Well, let me see now. Is it about the magic speed of Nestle? You just put 1, 2, 3 spoonfuls in your cup and add hot water. You see, Nestle's is the only instant cocoa that's complete with whole milk and sugar.
Gee, that's no secret. Around our house, I make Nestle's cocoa by myself every morning. It's a whiz to fix. Guess again.
Well, if it isn't about Nestle's delicious flavor or its incredible speed, then it must have something to do with its goodness, because Nestle's cocoa is complete with rich, whole milk and sugar, so it has plenty of power built right in. It's just the thing every boy and girl needs to start the day. Is that your secret?
Gosh, Captain Two-Cell, you'll never guess it. I suppose I'll have to tell you after all.
Well, Issa, don't you keep that a secret. If you're giving a party with Nestle's Ever-Ready Cocoa, let's invite the whole Space Patrol gang, because everybody loves Nestle.
And it's no secret that you can get Nestle's cocoa in a big red can at your grocery. Come on, let's go. We're having Nestle. We're having Nestle.
And now, back to our Space Patrol adventure, the Conquest of Dargeeda. Commander Corey has learned that agents from the League of the Green Serpent are using a scrap metal yard in Saturn City as a base of operations. Buzz and Happy plan to approach the office shack at the end of the yard by walking between stacks of pressed scrap metal. Suddenly, machinery grinds into action, and a huge crane swings a giant electromagnet over their heads. Clinging to the magnet is a mass of scrap iron. An amplified voice from the crane control tower roars an insistent demand.
Where is the crown of Dargeeda?
I told you, we don't know.
Commander, the space-phone message is coming through. If you aren't ready to talk by the time I finish with the call, I will bury you under the metal.
Do you suppose we could run for it while he's busy with the space
Hold it, Happy.
We tell him that the name of the person who hid the crown is in the secret files at Terra headquarters. Do you think he'd let us go?
No, I think we'll smash this and then give the information to other agents.
Commander, I've got good news for you and for me. The crown of Dargeeda has been recovered.
Why, that's impossible.
Where is the crown?
Where it belongs, on Dargeeda. That message was from our leader's headquarters. The League of the Green Serpents now rules Dargeeda. You are free to go.
Hear that, sir? Come on, let's get out of here.
One moment.
We're waiting.
I was ordered to spare your lives on one condition.
What is it?
That you give me and the other agents a chance to leave your solar system without interference.
How can I be sure they're all gone?
We came here only to get the crown. The new emperor, Tolmir, wants no trouble with your powerful United Planet. What is your answer?
Tell your emperor his agents have 24 hours to clear out.
Thank you. That is ample time. For myself, I ask you to stay where you are for 15 minutes to permit me to get away from the yard. Do you agree?
Yes.
As a gesture of good faith, I'll move the magnet that has been hanging over your head.
Oh, am I glad we weren't under that.
There's something strange about this thing. Well, we'll wait 15 minutes and get to the spaceport.
Half an hour later, Buzz and Happy board the Terra 5 at the Saturn City spaceport.
I don't get it, Commander. There's only one way that Dargeeda agents could have found that crown, and that's to find the man who hid it. And we don't even know who he is.
We're going to find out about that crown. After we blast off, I'll contact the secret documents section and have them check that coded envelope.
And see if the crown is still hidden?
Right. Ready for blast off, Hat. Close port. Fire jets. Up, chipping away.
Around Shardu's headquarters in the capital city of Dargeeda, guards stand alert, armed with weapons never before seen on that planet. Shardu gazes out the window of his office, smiling smugly at the scene below. As the door opens, he turns.
You rang for me, Shardu?
Yes, Burbain. I am sending you on a special mission to the United Planets. You will blast off immediately.
But Shardu, if the situation's so critical here on Dargeeda.
Difficult. The situation is perfect. Didn't you hear the latest news report?
Yes, that's what I mean. Your charge that Talmir is wearing a fake crown is certain to stir up trouble.
For Talmir, but not for us.
And will the people believe the truth? Won't they accept the new crown and Talmir as emperor?
Come here. Look down there in the street.
It's a mob of people, but they've been parading around ever since Talmir's agents arrived with the crown.
I am going to open the window. Listen to that. Does that sound like the cheers of loyal subjects?
It's frightening.
Frightening only to the false emperor.
But suppose they get out of hand.
I'll take care of them. We blast off for the United Planets and keep an eye on Commander Corey.
Why bother with Corey now?
The latest news from the United Planets is that the League agents have been recalled to Dargeeda. The Space Patrol has agreed to a 24-hour truce.
Does the truce include your agent, Shardy?
No, not ours. But Corey is probably puzzled about the report that the crown is back on Dargeeda. Perhaps, Borbane, he will lead us to the real thing. Now go.
Contacting the secret document section at Terra headquarters, Commander Corey cuts in a scrambler circuit on his ship's spaceophone, thus foiling any attempt to intercept the message. A clerk removes the carefully coded document from the files and relays certain information to Buzz. Right now, several hours later, Buzz and Happy are in the home of Roger Kirkland in Venus City, searching the wall of the spacious library for a secret panel.
Kirkland said it was midway between two large pictures, huh?
Oh, it was sure nice of him to let us come and snoop around in his home all by ourselves.
Busy at his office. Besides, I have a feeling he'd rather not know any more about the crown than he does. Oh, here it is. Now, it should be right about time.
That's it, sir. Oh, you'd never know there was a panel there.
Keep your fingers crossed. There is a little key.
Open up. There it is.
So this is a caravan of trouble.
Crown of Dargeeda. That sure is beautiful. Commander, what about that report from Dargeeda, then? If they've got a crown there, it must be a fake.
Yes, sir.
Then what are they going to do with this one? Keep it?
No, going to send it back to Dargeeda where it belongs.
Send it back? How?
Talmir, the head of the League of the Green Serpent, is now emperor. We have one of his agents, Pleto, in custody on Terra. To release him and send him back to the crown.
Stand where you are and get your hands up.
Borvain, one of Chardou's agents.
Just stand there with your hands raised, both of you. In a few seconds, I'll have you under control with my sight force. Then I can put this gun away.
You can put it away now. Take the crown. You're going to return it anyway.
Yes, but not to the right person.
Talmir is emperor, isn't he?
Only for a few hours, and only by the clever intrigue of Chardou. By now, Talmir has probably been assassinated by his outraged subjects. Come. You are returning with me to Dargeeda and Chardou.
You've got the crown. What does Chardou want with us?
Revenge. Come, gentlemen, we mustn't keep the Emperor waiting.
Under the influence of the psych force, the powerful brain energy produced by Borvain's mind, Buzz and Happy accompany the Dargeeda agents of the Terra 5. Spaceborne from Venus, the ship goes into star drive for Dargeeda. Right now, with Borvain still guarding him, Buzz and Happy stand before Chardou in his headquarters on Dargeeda.
I am well pleased, Borvain.
Thank you, Chardou. Here is your crown.
Place it on the table so I can admire it.
Yes, Your Excellency.
Now, about our prisoners. You have caused me considerable trouble, Commander Corey.
You'll have more trouble if you don't let us return to Terra.
My agents have already faked one possible disaster in your solar system. Your disappearance will be explained by another.
By fake disaster, do you mean injectors and a cargo of weapons and explosives?
Yes, Cadet. Those weapons are now being carried by my guards, and they may be used on Talmir and his followers.
And what do you intend to do with us?
My first official act as Emperor of Dargeeda will be to execute you.
Execute us? Why?
Because you are thieves and spies. Were you not caught with the crown of Dargeeda in your possession?
Well, yeah, but we were going to return it.
But to the impostor Talmir.
How do we know which of you is the rightful emperor?
Obviously, I am. For I have the real crown of Dargeeda. That is the age-old traditional test.
Well, isn't it also supposed to be a tradition that the crown brings wisdom and justice? A fat lot of wisdom and justice we'll get from you.
My people will learn that what benefits me will benefit Dargeeda. I assure you, when I wear the crown, there will be no complaints from the people.
You're going to rule by fear, is that it?
It is the only way. The people have been taught that the crown confers wisdom and justice on its wearer. As long as they believe that silly superstition, they will automatically think that I am wise and just. Borvain,
Yes, Chardou?
take the prisoners away and lock them up. I will prepare for their execution.
An hour later, Buzz and Happy are led from a cell into a large room. They are placed against a wall facing a throne resting on a raised platform. Armed guards stand silent at each doorway. Moments pass in utter silence as the space patroller stands staring at the empty throne.
Not that I'm in any rush, but I'm holding up the performance.
Chardou is waiting to make a dramatic entrance, I suppose.
Now's the time to make a breakthrough.
There's a guard at every door. They drop us before we move first.
Here he comes, walking toward the throne, Borvain carrying the crown. Look at the crown. Somehow it looks more beautiful than it did on Venus. It seems to be glowing.
Dargeeda doesn't have the same type of cells either. They do that with central radiation stuff.
Looks like Borvain is getting ready to speak.
His Highness Chardou, Emperor of Dargeeda.
We are here to execute these two criminals from another world. First, my Prime Minister, Borvain, will place the crown of Dargeeda upon my head.
Hail, Chardou, Emperor of Dargeeda.
It is fitting that my first official act under the crown of Dargeeda is to order the execution of the two thieves who tried to keep the crown from its rightful wearer. Let this be a lesson to all who defy Chardou. Guard, ready your weapons.
Your Highness, is something wrong? What's wrong? Something looks like he's going to kill you.
Your Highness is tired. Shall I give the command to fire?
No. I right now. Guards, lower your weapons. Commander Corey, Cadet Happy, would you step forward, please?
Oh, let's come over here.
The execution.
There will be no execution. I am setting these men free.
Commander, did you hear that?
Shardu. I mean, Your Highness, your first act as Emperor.
Silence, Bourdain. My first act will be one of justice and of gratitude. It is clear to any fair-minded man that Commander Corey and Cadet Happy have tried to preserve peace in their solar system and in ours.
That's true.
They risked their lives to save us from our own folly. Bourdain, you will see that they are returned safely to their ship.
Thank you, Shardu.
Yeah. I don't know what came over you all of a sudden, but thanks.
I will also return the stolen cargo ship and the weapons. I am sure they will not be needed on Dargeeda. If I can do anything else to make amends for the trouble I've caused, please tell me.
No, Shardu. We've got our ships and our freedom. And you've got the crown.
Oh, about that crown. The minute you put it on, Shardu, you changed. Say, Commander, could that legend be true? Or is it just radiations from Dargeeda's sun acting on the jewels and influencing Shardu's mind?
I don't know, Hank. Whatever the explanation is, the crown seems to be right where it belongs.
Yes, sir. And you know something, Shardu? On you, it looks good.
An action preview of next week's exciting Space Patrol adventure in just a moment.
What's new?
Nestle's new.
Nestle's what?
Coconut.
Right, you are, Hap. Nestle's new coconut bar is the newest idea in chocolate enjoyment. It's rich, it's sweet, it's creamy milk chocolate, just loaded with fresh toasted coconut. It's so crisp when you bite into it.
And it gets crisper with every bite. Smoking rockets, eating a Nestle's coconut bar is so much fun. Now, I just happen to have one right here in my... or maybe it's in this pocket. Funny. I was sure I had one somewhere.
Now, Hap, you know that's just an excuse to get me to give you a big fresh coconut bar.
Oh, gee, Commander, you can see right through me, can't you?
When it comes to your eating habits, I certainly can. You just can't resist any of Nestle's sensational chocolate bars, and especially the delicious coconut ones.
Yeah?
And neither can I. So here, let's see.
Oh, man. Me for Nestle's coconut bar.
And now, a preview of next week's exciting Space Patrol adventure. A criminal scientist has discovered a method of traveling back through time. He has taken Buzz and Happy back 14 centuries and has left them on a desolate seacoast on the planet Earth.
I just can't realize that we're back in the year 1591.
Well, let's make the best of it. After all, our ancestors did.
Then we're stuck here in the past forever?
Well, Hap, there's one slight chance of getting back.
Yeah? What is it, sir? Hey, I feel strange. Everything's going black. What's that sound?
I don't know. I feel like I'm floating.
Commander! Commander, what's happening to us?
Commander! Where are you?
Be with us again next week for the thrilling Space Patrol story, The Time Pirates. Space Patrol, created by Mike Moser, starring Ed Kemmer as Commander Corey and Lynn Osborne as Cadet Happy, was written by Lou Houston, produced and directed by Larry Robertson, executive producer Helen Moser. Other players were Ken Mayer, Norman Jolly, Bela Kovach, Dick Tufel speaking. This week's Space Patrol was brought to you by Nestle's Eveready, the instant cocoa, Nestle's Quick for great chocolate milk, and famous Nestle's chocolate bars. This program is broadcast to our armed forces overseas through the worldwide facilities of the Armed Forces Radio Service. Space Patrol came to you transcribed from Hollywood. This is ABC Radio Network.